All right, boys and girls, good morning. Happy Thursday. Today for language arts, we are going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to have you write a letter to a future fifth grader for next year. And also I am sitting with a window open and there looks like to be a storm rolling through, so I apologize if it thunders and you hear it. Okay, here are the directions. Your directions are to write a letter to a future fifth grader for next year. Tell them a little about yourself and talk about your teachers. Pick your favorite topic from each subject. So that means you're picking one topic, your favorite topic from language arts, your favorite topic from social studies, your favorite topic from math, and your favorite topic from science, and then explain why it was your favorite. Pick your favorite activity from the year. This could be a holiday party. Maybe there's a game that you really like playing in gym class or outside with your friends, or a game on the Chromebook that you like playing with your friends, anything like that, and explain that to the future fifth grader as well. Finally, include some advice at the end of your letter and sign it with your name. When you are finished, proofread and make edits and then turn it in. If you have any questions, please ask. This is not going to be on the top of your document. I'm going to put this in the post just because I don't want this. This takes up a quarter of this page and I just don't think it's necessary. So you will have this blank document here. It says fifth grade letter up top. You will each have a copy of it. So I'm going to do an example, and I am actually going to think back to my fifth grade teachers, who are Mrs. Kilby and Mrs. Garrett. My school, when I was in your age, they did the same thing. I had Mrs. Kilby for language arts and social studies and Mrs. Garrett for math and science, and we switched just like you guys do. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to address this as Dear Future fifth grader. And take notice that I have actually spelled out the word fifth and did not put the 5 and the TH. I would appreciate if you would do the same. Okay, here's my first paragraph. I also just changed the font. If you want, you can. However, I don't want any of the super curly, super scripty because it's very hard to read. All right, dear future fifth grader. My name is Sarah Bell and I am currently a fifth grade student. I am going to tell you everything you need to know about fifth grade. In fifth grade, you will have 2 teachers, one for language arts and social studies and one for math and science. I currently have Mrs. Kilby and Mrs. Garrett. Mrs. Kilby is my language arts and social studies teacher, and Mrs. Garrett is my math and science teacher. Both teachers are super caring and friendly. They always help me when I don't understand something, and they both make learning fun in different ways. So I have introduced myself. I've told them what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them things that they need to know for fifth grade, and I have talked about my teachers. So for my next paragraph, I'm going to start talking about what my favorite topic for each subject was. So I'm just going to set myself up for a new paragraph. Okay. There are specific things that I learned in each subject that are my favorite. In language arts, we did book clubs. And we actually, when I was in fifth grade, I actually did do book clubs, but we read different books than the Andrew Clements books that you guys read, but it was kind of the same idea of what we did. It was like the same setup, the same requirements. We got to talk as a group. So anyway, I got to read Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. It was a little sad at times, but overall I had a hard time putting it down. We also got the chance to discuss our thoughts and make predictions with our group members, which made me feel like I had a better understanding of the book. In social studies, we learned about the oceans and continents. There are 5 oceans and 7 continents in the world. I enjoyed learning about this because I liked learning about the different locations of the continents, the different climates, and which continent we live in. In math, I really liked learning how to multiply and divide fractions. It was super scary at first, but Mrs. Garrett made it so easy to understand. In science, I liked learning about different environments and what animals were native to each climate. So I'm going to add to this because I didn't explain why I liked learning what I learned in science. So I'm going to say I enjoyed learning about which animals are native to the environment that we live in. Okay, so there's my second paragraph. Now you will notice this is not just a 1-paragraph letter. This is most likely going to take up this page at least because I still have to write about what my favorite activity is and why, and then I still have to provide some advice. Please, please, please Try to add as much length to your letter as possible. I don't want you to just say, "Hi, my name is Johnny. I'm in 5th grade. I have Mrs. Bell and Mr. Ciccone. They're cool. My favorite thing." No, I want you to add some feeling to it, add some detail to it. Just try to add as much detail as you can. All right, boys and girls, it looks like there's a very good chance I'm going to lose power here in about a minute, so let's hopefully see if I can get this recorded. All right, for my last paragraph. My favorite activity in 5th grade was the Halloween parade. We got to wear our costumes and parade around the school while our parents and family members could watch and take pictures. After the parade, we got to have a party. We ate snacks, played games, and watched a movie. You will have lots of fun in 5th grade, and you will love your teachers. Do your best and be responsible for your schoolwork. If you try your hardest, you are guaranteed to succeed. Sincerely, Sarah Bell. So, I talked about my favorite activity and why I liked it. I gave some advice to this future student. And close this window behind me real quick. Okay. And I said sincerely and signed my name. When you are done, all you need to do again is come up here, hit that little turn in button. Now, we are having a book test. It is pouring out. Wow. We are having a book test for Because of Mr. Tarot next Thursday. So, this is a little scary. All right, so I came up with this. I want to call it a study guide. However, it is just a description of the characters. Now, I have looked over this test. There are 3 sections to it. However, it is not long. 2 of the sections are multiple choice, and 1 section is true or false. Listen to me when I say this. If you read through these character descriptions, and I'm going to make this so you each have your own copy. You don't have to turn it in, but this way, if you want to highlight certain things, you can. If you want to print it out and highlight things, you can. If you want to take notes on it, you can. But if you just bear with me, go 10 minutes and read through all of these character descriptions, you will be able to succeed on this test. The test is very easy. All of the information you need for the test is in these character descriptions. So I did the 8 characters, including Mr. Tarot, and I also did a little description of Mrs. Williams and her role in the book. So, again, the test will be next Thursday, June 11th. Your job is to study this, and of course, you will be able to use your book during the test. Your job is to study this. Make sure you're familiar with all of this information, and you will be good to go. So, as a recap, today, you are completing this 5th grade letter. You are first watching this video, then completing this 5th grade letter. Then I would like for you to spend some time going through this study guide. For social studies, you will be continuing slides 1 through 4 on your state project. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you need any clarification, let me know. I am going to try and end this recording right now because I'm nervous that my power is going to be knocked out and I'm going to lose Wi-Fi. So I will see my homeroom at 10 o'clock on Hangouts and Mr. Ciccone's homeroom at 10:30. I'll talk to you guys soon.